All right. Looks like, oh, wait, let me turn this off. I'm plugged in, so let me turn off my Wi-Fi. That should be better, I think, right? Yeah, we're live, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your Saturday night as we look at the skyline of Manhattan the night before the New York City Marathon. I should have turned this on the other night when they were doing fireworks over the park. But man, I hope everyone's having a fine weekend, a fine Saturday night. We got hold on, sorry. Yeah, here we go. All right, Richie Rich, who the man? Well, I ain't the man, Richie Rich. I think you are the man. Trying to think who the man is tonight. What's up, Facebook user? What's up, Will Iomi? What's up, Debbie up there in Boston? What's up, Brian Bernard out there in Massapequa? John Court's down there in Philly. It's kind of creepy that I know where a lot of you guys live. Greg Buell, Michigan, for Greg Buell, I think. My what's Debbie saying up there in Boston? My friend is running in the marathon tomorrow. Oh, right on, man. I was just at the finish line with my daughter. We went for a very, very long bike ride in Central Park as the sun was going down, and we ended up at the finish line for the New York City Marathon. It's a very festive weekend here in New York City. There's so many more people that have traveled to New York City to run in the marathon, to root on someone that is in the marathon, or to just hang out because this is a great time of year in New York City. So there you go. What's up, Colt C? How are you? Joe Dale, what's up, Joe? I just saw you on Twitter saying you're going to walk into traffic or something. I pay attention to you, Joe Dale. Looks like you're bored tonight. What's up, Sean McGill? Hey, Open Squad, what's going on? You could join our private Facebook group, of course. The Facebook is Opie Radio Fans, and then what is it? Join, subscribe. I don't know. Nice stream, yeah. Well, it's all right. It's a little dark. That usually lights up better than that. I'm using a different camera, but yeah, we're facing the camera toward Midtown Manhattan right now. Just chilling out on a Saturday. The kids and the wife, they're kind of watching Elf for like the 100th time. You know, the Christmas movies had begun on the TV. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go in the other room and, stream for a little bit. So here we are. Actually, I got talked into it because there was a guy, Joey. I premiered the latest episode of the Tuesdays at Gephardt's. And as I was premiering it, I jump in the chat room and hang out with everybody. And Joey threw a few bucks at me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to live stream just because of Joey now, because he threw me a few bucks. Ken R. Opie, love when you come on this late. Bring me back. Oh, it brings you back to the nighttime attitude when I was just out of high school, hopefully. Boo, 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 boo. What's up, Ken R? Jesus. Steve McCann, how are you? Steve O'Donnell, what's going on, brother? Good evening, Ope. I'm at the halfway point. Halfway point of what, Steve O'Donnell? At the New York City Marathon? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. All right. Mud Sharks Unite. What's going on, brother? Good evening. You're up late tonight. 9:22. I'll be, honestly, I'm kind of tired from last night. I brought my dear friend Matt, who owns Gephardt's. He's the dude that I do the Tuesdays at Gephardt's with. And then I brought my other friend, Ollie, who has appeared on Tuesdays at Gephardt's. And we went to the Beacon Theater. And we saw my dear friend, Jim Jefferies. He absolutely crushed it. And I got to be honest with you, it's the first comedy show I've gone to in over 5 years. In over 5 years, it's the first one I've gone to. Jim Jefferies, he basically told me a while ago, he's like, oh, next time I'm in New York City, I'm going to look you up. I'm like, you better look me up, Jim Jefferies. So a couple days before the Beacon show, he's like, yo, I'm playing the Beacon. I had no idea. I'm like, well, I'm coming to see you. He goes, all right, I'll leave passes and tickets, and you come see me before the show. We'll order some food. We'll hang out in the green room. You can meet my wife, my second kid. I almost said the kid's name. I'm not sure if he said it publicly, but just an adorable 2-year-old hanging in the green room, chilling out, catching up on old times, having some food. And then I sat in the third or fourth row, I think, with Matt and Ollie. And then it's on my social media right now. But basically, I was kind of proud of seeing Jim Jefferies on the Beacon Theater stage. So I wanted to record him, being introduced and the crowd going nuts and the lights, and just have that and post it on my social media. And it's up there. But as you can see, a security guard noticed right away I was filming, shined a flashlight in my eyes and said, "Knock it off." But I was able to get 4 or 5 seconds of it, and you can find that on my Twitter, Opie Radio, and my Instagram. All right. But the show was unbelievable, man. Jim Jefferies is one of the funniest people going. I'm telling you, his stuff is deep and funny and timely, and it was absolutely great. And then and then after the show, we went back up to his green room and hung out for another hour or so. Man, it was just really good to see Jim. I haven't seen him in. God, I haven't seen Jim Jefferies in, it's got to be close to 7 years probably. And he did something that was really, really cool. I got to tell you, I bitch and complain about the people that turned their backs on me after, I wasn't in the big seat anymore at SiriusXM. But Jim Jefferies is one of these guys. He never turned his back on me. He likes my shit on Instagram. He was even joking about it. He's like, "I'm always sending you hearts and stuff." And then I feel like, I got to back off a little bit. And he's just really, really cool. But the story goes for the old schoolers. I technically, thanks for the $5, Jack James. Just sitting here looking out a window, talking to you people, and I made $5. I'll take your $5. Fivers and likes on a Saturday night. Why not? Hell yeah. Check out the empties, man. Thank you, Jack James. So I sort of discovered Jim Jefferies in America. And you might be like, what? That's crazy. But 15 years ago, I was invited to the Beacon Theater. It was Dennis Leary. He was performing at the Beacon Theater with a whole bunch of new comics that no one heard of, except for Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly was on that show. Jim Jefferies was on that show. He told me it was literally his first day in America, pretty much. And Mike DiStefano, who was a really funny comic who's no longer with us as well, sitting in the audience. Dennis Leary crushed it. Bob Kelly crushed it. And they introduced this guy, Jim Jefferies, from Australia. He was, late 20s, 30 maybe, somewhere around there. And he just completely crushed it. And, I had backstage passes and whatnot. And I went backstage. And I went right up to Jim Jefferies. I'm like, "Holy shit, you are absolutely hilarious. I would love to get you on the Opie and Anthony show." You got to remember, this was when no one knew who Jim Jefferies was in the States. And Jim Jefferies, he was kind of green to the whole thing as far as America goes. He's like, he was kind of like trying to get out of it and be polite. And his manager came right up to me and he goes, "He'll be on your show." And what was so cool last night when I saw Jim Jefferies at the Beacon Theater, he told that exact story on stage, and he pointed me out, and I got a decent reaction. But he basically said 15 years ago, he was at the Beacon Theater playing in front of a crowd for Dennis Leary, and I was in the crowd, and I went backstage, said how great he was. I want to get you on my radio show, and he told the story on stage last night. It made me feel like $1 million. I'm not going to lie to you, man. That was very, very cool. But I'm a little tired from that because me, Matt, and Ollie, hanging out with Jim Jefferies, hanging out with his openers. One of the openers' name is Foster, who Jim Jefferies does a podcast with. And the other guy, Amos, was just hilarious, absolutely hilarious. So it was a really, really good night, but a long night. And, the kid is tired. Oh, what's up, MSO? I see you. Steve O'Donnell. Oh, you're in Long Island City. So, yeah, I get you. You're about halfway. You're halfway as far as the New York City Marathon goes. I got you now. Okay. Very, very good. We'll be definitely watching the marathon. I don't know, somewhere in Central Park tomorrow. We'll find a spot and root on all the runners. It's pretty damn cool. It's really cool when the lead runners come by. Oh, my God, the energy is so cool with the NYPD and the lead cars and the timer on top of the car, basically keeping track of everybody's times. Oh, it's so cool. It is really, really cool. Jake in the Hudson. What's up, Jake in the Hudson? Never turn your back on Greg. Never. Hell no. I don't know what that means, Jake in the Hudson. What's up, Tom, mate? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Got another Facebook user. We got Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. Ross Dog, I saw you, brother. I was premiering the latest episode of Tuesdays at Get Parts. And you were in the chat, my brother. You promote and support everything I do, which is pretty fucking cool. And good to see you tonight there, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. Australian comic that was on O&A for some classic shows. Oh my God, Jefferies was one of those guys. He brought it every freaking time, man. He never had a bad appearance on the Opie and Anthony show. And it was very, very cool that I got to hook up with him yesterday or last night for the first time in many, many years. Oh my God. And it was like that time never passed. We just jumped right back into it, telling old stories, new stories, who we like, who we hate. And it was great. And catching up on family as well, which I liked. Alexander, what's going on? I see you. John Courts. That had to feel good. Respect to Jim. Solid dude. Jim Jefferies. Oh, he's unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. Who else we got? Daniel, what's going on, man? He's got the what's going on, brother? Hope everyone's having a good night. Why aren't you guys out, man? I have an excuse. I went a little hard last night, so I got to chill out tonight. But why aren't you out, man? Vegas, I remember him on your show talking about how his ass. Okay. Yeah, he might have said that. Got better than Ezra with Howie Day tonight at the Patchogue Theater. With Howie Day, is that another band, Tom? Mate, check it in during the show. Oh, all right, right on. Does Better Than Ezra actually get a crowd in this day and age? Didn't they have one song, the Better Than Ezra? I think we played them up at WAF, the only station that really rocks. I'm trying to remember what Better Than Ezra's hit was, but it fails me right now. Better Than Ezra. I might be Googling. I might not even put my face on this live stream tonight. Better than the Ezra. They had the song. Oh yeah, Good. I think their one song that I really know is Good by Better Than Ezra. Oh, was Jim Jefferies' banana phobia real? Yes, it was. He used to get very, very mad when I brought it up or would bring bananas into the studio. It's very, very real. I don't know why. I'm sure we talked about it on the show, but I can't remember that story right now as I look out this window and just hang out with you guys. But rest assured that Jim Jefferies had a massive banana phobia for whatever reason. What's going on, my man? I've been enjoying your streams during my early morning work days. Keep it up. Well, DKCJ, I will. I'll probably be on tomorrow morning if you want to know the truth. Opie, good to see you. Good to see that you good to see that you this evening. I'm a fan of the different streaming times. I'm not a morning person. Oh, Mike Testa, I see you from time to time. Yeah, I'll try to move it around, but you got to also be kind of consistent for the people. Mud Sharks Unite, when Jim was on your show, Hammered with the porn star was so funny. Oh my God, remember that? And I think they were doing a little dancing, a little of that dancing. Sadist Vodka, he was also in the chat when I premiered the latest episode of Tuesdays at Get Parts. What's going on, Sadist? How are you? Cold to see what's going on. Better than Ezra has 400 people at the venue? Holy crap. Are you serious? That's a big surprise, my man. Howard Stern is now woke. I don't know what Howard Stern is. Does anybody know what Howard Stern is? Does anybody know? Does he know who he is? Yeah, live Jim Jefferies. Hell yeah. What's up, Will? Better Than Ezra. Yeah, they had that one song. Exactly, Ross Dog. And I think the name of the song was Good. I think, but I'm not positive. I'm watching you on my 32-inch TV, says Jake Husden. All right, how does it look, Jake Husden? It looks a little dark on my end. Usually that skyline lights right the F up. Maybe the air is not as clear as other nights. I don't know. It is good. All right, so that's the song by Better Than Ezra. Good. Too bad I can't post the set list here. I don't need a Better Than Ezra set list. I literally know one of their songs that then maybe they'll play a cover late in their set. And I'll go, all right, this is a cool cover or whatever. I don't know. Is it safe to say he never did a show at at the Bananas Comedy Club? I would say it's safe to say. Because doesn't that room actually have bananas all over the freaking place? Real bananas, fake bananas, bananas on the ceiling, bananas on the walls. I think that's the place, right? Cheers from San Diego. Marcus Silva, what's going on, man? Your sun is just going down in San Diego. So I took my daughter for a very long bike ride in Central Park. I was showing her some of the sights, some of the things I like checking out. And I'm like, you want to go see them feed the raccoons? And I videotaped these people. They feed the raccoons in Central Park. And they come by the dozens. One time I saw close to 20 raccoons. Guy comes with a whole bunch of feed, throws it in the woods, over his head as he's sitting on one of those benches, and the raccoons come. And we went to the spot, but the guy that usually feeds them wasn't there, and a few of the other people that usually hang out there were, and there were no raccoons. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell do the raccoons know that the main guy with all the food isn't here tonight? So that was a big bust because I wanted to show my daughter that, but maybe tomorrow. For Pete's sake, edit your post title. Why? What post title, John? For the live stream? What post title, John? I don't know what John's trying to say. John, why don't you explain? Thank you. Howie Days in early 2000s, Dave Matthews-ish dude. I just remember he had a hit on the early iTunes. He and Guster came preloaded on iTunes. Damn, okay. I don't think I ever heard the band name Howie Day. I thought someone was making a Howard Stern joke. Jim Norton said he loved to do creepy things when the days were shorter. Okay, great. Good for Jim Stupid Norton. 2 songs for the Better Than Ezra. You got The Good and you got Laid. I don't know if I ever heard of Laid by Better Than Ezra. All right, Bob, but I could trust you. It's a shame about Ray. Was that them? I don't know what that means. Oh, who's your favorite Zodiac suspect? I don't know, Ross Dogs. I don't know. What are the captives watching on? What does that mean, John Quartz? What does that mean? I'm confused. I'm confused by you tonight. Tomorrow's Ray DeVito's birthday. I don't know what that means, Jake Huston. What does that mean? It's Ray DeVito's birthday. Who the F is Ray DeVito? I know he's part of the podcast wars of 2023, but I don't know anything about the Ray DeVito. What is it a big deal that it's his birthday tomorrow? I'm watching the Bruins Red Wings on my 32-inch TV and Opie on my tablet. Well, I like seeing that, Chris Mack. Who's winning the game? I would assume Bruins if you're still watching, right? Or it's very, very close. I would assume that because it's too early in the year to invest in a whole hockey game unless your team is in a close one. I would think that's what I would have to guess. Feed the raccoons. Yes. Does Jim Jefferies even remember Jim Norton? Yeah, I guess he would. I guess. Honestly, Jim Norton didn't really come up when I was hanging out with Jim Jefferies yesterday, so I didn't bring him up, and Jefferies certainly didn't bring him up. So there you go. There you go. Vince the lawyer said people feed the gators. Oh, that's right. Happy birthday Eve, bitches. Nathan Bremer. Wait, is it going to be your birthday tomorrow? Is it your birthday tomorrow, Nathan? Nathan's one of ours. If it's his birthday tomorrow, I want to wish him a very happy birthday, an early birthday. But that's pretty cool. Trevor Myers, what's going on? Trevor, what's up, brother? This guy, Trevor Myers, he's just quiet. He just supports literally every day. Now I'm going to shame him into doing it tonight, but you don't have to, Trevor. I already see what you do. You support everything I do. And he throws stars on the Facebook every day. Doesn't need the recognition. He just does it. And I appreciate people like Trevor. So what's up, Trevor? Hope you're having a good weekend, my brother. Aaron Lee, what's going on? You got Lady K. I'm just going through the chat tonight. I have nothing planned. All I wanted to say was that I had a glorious bike ride with my my daughter in Central Park, but we couldn't see them feed the raccoons, although we saw a lot of rats in the Central Park. Went to the finish line of the New York City Marathon. It's like very festive, but kind of quiet, kind of cool, because everyone's getting ready for tomorrow here in New York. And I think it's going to be pretty decent weather for a marathon, which is great for the runners. Hey, Ope, how about doing a podcast with your wife? Hell no. Hell no. I know you like Jim Jefferies, but he did Avi Mini wrong. Avi exposed Jim, and we haven't heard much from Jim since. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. And a lot of people threw Jim Jefferies under the bus for that, and it wasn't true. It wasn't true. They're sadist, okay? We did talk about that a little bit backstage. Hey, how you doing? From Norfolk, UK. Damn, what's up, Peter? How are you? Ro Jogan, you'll never be on my show. Well, that's weird because I was on the Joe Rogan show, so it's okay if I'm not on the Ro Jogan show. But I was on the Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan kissed my ass. He kissed my ass when I was on the Joe Rogan show. I had no intentions of doing the Joe Rogan show. I was flying into LA to do a TV show on TBS, some little silly game show, and I won. And as I was like Instagramming that I was landing in LA, my phone blew up and it was Joe Rogan saying, "Hey, I see you're in LA. Come do my podcast." So I made the time and I did his podcast. And then I see that Joe Rogan's in New York when I started my podcast. And I texted him and said, "Hey, I see you're in New York. Come do my podcast." And that son of a bitch ignored me and never wrote me back. True story. Jesus, I got you, sadist Jesus. Jim got married, huh? Didn't see that coming. I don't know if Jim got married. Who knows? Who knows with Jim Norton? Nobody. Oh, what does that mean? Colt say? What does that mean? It's a huge deal for 50-year-old Ray DeVito. I don't know who Ray DeVito is. Do I need to know who Ray DeVito is? Why do I need to know who Ray DeVito is? Stern is 69. I think he's over 70. I think he's been padding his age for a long time, Vegas. But he's saying to people that he's 69. All right. Good for the Stern. Watching Flyers. Hey, John Courts getting spanked by the LA Kings. Wow. The Flyers haven't scored yet. And then you got your Sixers, John. But at least you got James Harden out of town, and Maxey could now be a superstar for your Sixers. But sadly, the Sixers are going to fall short this year. But I think they're set up for next year where they'll be able to pick up some decent players, and they'll be very competitive next year. That's for sure. And James Harden goes to the Clippers, and they ain't going to do crap over there. They're not going to do crap. Let's go Red Wings. Oh, dear God. Dear God. The Detroit Red Wings. See, I told you Greg Buell was from Michigan. That proves it right there. Have you watched any of Colin's New York neighborhood tour videos, Ope? I took a little peek. He's doing all right with that. It's all right. It's nothing special, but he's doing all right. He's getting some jokes in there, getting some knowledge out, right? He's doing all right. Mike Testa. Ope, I'm digging the Friday night energy. Here you go. Have some stars. Cup of coffee on me. A cup of coffee in the big time. Thank you, Mike Testa. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let me I'm just looking at something. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, damn. So Trevor Myers gave me stars on the Facebook. Oh, damn. Greg Buell gave me stars on the Facebook. Oh, damn. There's Mike Testa. He gave me stars on the Facebook. I was just checking. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'll read through you a few stars and watching football. No, man, I know. Who's playing who tomorrow? I don't know who's playing who tomorrow in the NFL because the Bills aren't playing. Or are they playing the Sunday night game? I forget now. The city lights look good. Not quite as good as the stars at the beach, though. Yeah, man. It's a little dark out there. Usually the city is way more lit up than this. I don't know. Maybe there's still some. Maybe it's still not. You know what? Maybe because the moon's out tonight. I don't know. Something is off with this view. Usually that skyline is just lit, but it's still a cool little vibe, cool little view. I'll never forget Jefferies' home invasion story where they tied him up. Crazy stuff. Oh, you remember that one, Daniel? Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, man. Home invasion. They tied him up, and it was very, very scary for Mr. Jefferies. Got the e-bikes. I don't got the e-bikes, Aaron. We got regular bikes. I'm old school. I still pedal. How lazy are humans getting? The city bikes in New York City, they were a little like electric assist, just a little bit. So you can pedal and go just a little faster. But now they're just full out, like you could just go flying with these city bikes. Nobody in New York City actually pedals a bike anymore. I mean, nobody does it. What's up, Tom May? Anyway, Ross Dog. Ray was the kid that had an elaborate birthday celebration with clowns and a piñata set up, and not a single person showed up. Okay, I don't know what that means, Ross Dogs. I don't know what that means. Andy Volin, what's going on, Andy? I wish it was Friday. I wouldn't be so hungover. There you go, Steve O'Donnell. There you go. I'm not necessarily hungover. I'm just really tired. We were up late hanging out with Jim Jefferies after his Beacon Theater show. It was, God, man, his stuff is really, really funny. Really, really funny. So they should pay the homeless folks like $10 each for each rat they catch. They should pay New Yorkers to do that. We see rats every single day that when we leave this building. Every day. The rats are taking over the city. It's crazy how many rats are out there. Forgive me, but when you say 500 feet up, does that mean you're on the 50th floor? Please explain, Aaron Lee says. No, man, I'm guessing I'm 500 feet off the ground. I did some quick math. We got a giant lobby with, I don't know, could be 20-foot ceilings. And then the apartments start after that. So I did a little math. I think it's at least 500 feet. It might even be higher, to be honest with you. But thanks for your concern, Aaron Lee. Maybe I could get like a laser pointer and get the exact height this apartment is off the ground so I could have some accuracy. Comedy Central's hack editors did that. Jim probably had F all to do with it. Well, that's pretty much right, Chris. They're blaming Jefferies for that whole thing, but he had nothing to do with the edit. Zero to do with the edit. Let's go to snowy Michigan. Snowy, what's up, Vendetta Avenger? Little reference from a show that ended, I don't know, close to 10 years ago. Snowy. Michael Bergen Jr., what's going on, brother? How are you? I hope you're trying to get me back up to 100 people in the private Facebook group. I know you're not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. We like to see 100 strong in the private Facebook group, and we dipped. We dipped down to, I think, 97. So maybe a couple of these fine people that we're talking to tonight could join our private Facebook group and get us back over 100. We like that 100, don't we, Mike? Mike's nodding his head yes somewhere right now. He's going, yes, that's right, Ope. I'll see you at Gephardt's, Mikey. Mikey's a regular at the Tuesdays at Gephardt's. And we had to take one Tuesday off because of Halloween. But we're back at it this Tuesday, and I can't wait. I can't wait to do another one of those. I really, really enjoy doing them. Joe Rogan had a weird interview with Musk. All right. Musk had major dry mouth. Jesus. If you're a billionaire, I don't think you should ever have dry mouth. That's really funny. Oh my God. Whatever happened to Monsters in the Morning, I don't know. You know what? I'm skipping to a super chat. So if you had something, you gotta repost it or give me a super chat. I'll go right to you. Mike Land's fame, $4.99. I'm going to read this cold. Mike was laughing my ass off listening to O&A when you went live. Your bit with Ant doing his Mike Tyson impression always kills me. Cheers. Oh, my God. Anthony's Mike Tyson impression was one for the ages. Absolutely one for the ages. And thanks for the $5, Mikey. I appreciate it. How's the fam? Everyone's good. We're a little tired. You know, we did the back and forth to Philly for Halloween, keep the tradition alive, trick-or-treating in the old neighborhood where my wife grew up. And we kind of been laying around ever since. Well, then my son had a overnight trip for school. So it's been very, very busy. Very, very busy. But thanks for asking. All right. Yeah, buddy. LOL. Yeah, Mike knows we got to get back up to 100. You got that right. And there's Mike again. Thanks for that $5, Mikey. The rest of you, how about you hit the like? How about you hit the like? I could be watching Elf with my family, but instead I'm with you. With you. We're at 97, Andy. That's not good. We need to be at 100. Join the private Facebook group. I'll be there Tuesday, Mike Bergen Jr. says. Good. So Mike's going to be at Tuesdays at Get Parts once again. That's great. I look forward to seeing you, Mike G. Daniel, F these haters, Hope. Thanks for all the years of timeless radio that still brings me joy to this very day. Even on the worst of days, I appreciate you, dude. Man, I appreciate you, Daniel. Thank you. I think the haters at this point are people that really didn't listen to the Opie and Anthony show. I really don't believe them to be original listeners of the Opie and Anthony show. Now, there's less and less of them, Daniel, but thank you very much. What's up, Sean? Good to see you, bud. Evening right back at you. Your iWatch has an altimeter. Oh, my God. I almost said, I did say it wrong, didn't I? Okay. That is, if you have an iWatch, you think I got an iWatch? I don't have an iWatch. I don't have an iPhone. I'm a Samsung guy. I got the Samsung. That drives everybody nuts because, when they send me pictures or videos, Apple doesn't like sharing the wealth. So when I send them one of my videos or they send me a video, maybe a family thing or something, it's in horrendous quality because Apple doesn't want them to be shared across to another different phone. Did you ever get any parts in movies? Hey, what's up, Royalty? A bunch of documentaries. Been in a bunch of documentaries. And I was in I call it technically. I was in Chris Rock's movie Top 5. I say technically because I was kind of blurred out in the background. I don't even know if I had a line in it. And then we went to the premiere and people came up to us, because we were quite famous at the time for doing the Opie and Anthony show. And Chris Rock took a liking to us, and he filmed a whole scene in our studio. We had to film for hours. I mean, hours. And we were on the big screen for less than, I think, 30 seconds. And I think I was sort of blurred out in the background. And then all these phonies came up to us after the premiere. You guys are really good at the movie. So technically, I was in a Chris Rock movie. I get checks to this day because they'll show the movie, I don't know, on some pay service in Vietnam or something. And I'll get a check in the mail for $1.82. I have to go to my bank and cash checks for $1.82. Oh, Ant's Mike Tyson picture is also legendary. Yeah, man, that wasn't Ant's day. That's for sure. That's for sure. I have a couple of those out there as well. you know. Yeah, the Aunt Mike Tyson picture is not good. It's not good. He would admit it's not good. It's not good. No, no, no. It's not good. I don't know what that means, Ross Dog. I'm sure it's a great reference, but I don't get it. Great view. Just hanging tonight? Yeah, I'm just hanging, Sean. What I was doing was I was editing all day. I got a new episode of Tuesdays at Gephardt's, and Ron the waiter showed up in a ridiculous Halloween costume. So I was editing that down because what I'm doing is I'm live streaming every Tuesday, and we call it Tuesdays at Gephardt's, and then I take the raw feed and I'm editing them into actual kind of episodes that move along. I got a playlist on my YouTube channel. It's called See You Next Tuesday with all the episodes. So I premiered the latest one, and I was just sitting there after dinner. And this guy, Joey, I'm only doing this because Joey threw some decent money at me while I was premiering that video on YouTube, and I was hanging out in the chat room. And I'm like, God, you gave me decent money. I'm going to go live because that's what I do. So here I am. Yeah, just kind of hanging. Absolutely just hanging. How wonderful. Tricks and treats in Philly. It doesn't get better than walking around my wife's old neighborhood for trick-or-treating. It's all it's like row homes, very festive. Everyone's blow-up game was on point, trying to outdo each other with the blow-ups for Halloween. And then, people are making little fires in their driveways. They got adult beverages. At this point, I know so many of the people down there. So you're stopping and catching up and talking to people, and your kids are running up and down the streets, going to all the houses. Sadly, they're getting old, though, man. I mean, this might have been the last one where it really matters. So, but we enjoyed the hell out of it. It was great. Absolutely great. Thank you, sadist. I appreciate it. I'm here till Brennan goes live. All right, Ken. Good for you. Thanks for announcing that, whatever that means. You gave a like. All right. We're doing all right in the like department tonight, so thank you. More stars for you, Hope. All I can afford right now. I'll take fake stars, Andy Volin. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Hope, is it true men need to continue even after so they do not I don't know. I mean, whatever works for you, brother. Whatever you need to do there, honest life. I don't really think about it too much if you want to know the truth. Jennifer, I miss you on the radio. Well, thank you, Jennifer. I wish there was a place for me, but I can't really find that place. So I'm just fooling around with a podcast. I got 2 podcasts out now. I added a second podcast. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. So you put that in your search engine, wherever you get your podcast, it'll pop up. So I'm doing that. I'm doing my regular podcast, Opie Radio. I'm live streaming every Tuesday at Gephardt's. I live stream every morning from this location as the sun's coming up. So it's fun. But, I kind of miss being on the radio, but they're just simply not paying. They're just not paying money. And if someone out there, one of these operators, they want to give me the easiest possible job on the radio, then I would consider it. But they're just simply not paying. It sucks. Hit the like buttons, cowards. Yeah, thanks. Hit that like button. So, and we've been developing all the stuff more and more lately. So, I don't know. So catch me on a live stream. I know a lot of people in the morning, they're listening to the live stream as they go to work, which is kind of cool. I like that. I like hearing that. So there you go. Could a gorilla actually climb a building? I don't know. I would say hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've never seen most of Elf. How have you avoided not seeing most of Elf? Colt C. How is that possible? I think that movie's at least. Could someone give me the year of the Elf? Well, no, I'll do it myself. I'll Google. I'll do the Google. I'm going to go with 15 years. I'm going to go with Elf came out 15 years ago. Elf movie. All right. It came out 2000. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Elf is 20 years old. The Elf movie came out in 2003. Is that possible? Oh my God. I swear it feels like a newer movie. It's 20 years old. I literally just listened to you making a magician interesting on the radio. You are one entertaining mother hucker brother man. It is crazy. Like, I don't think a day goes by where I don't hear from somebody that is listening to old Opie and Anthony stuff. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely nuts. It's cool, but it's weird. Send Kevin Brennan the link. The numbers will go way up. I don't. You know what I could do? Scott K. I just skipped to a super chat, so I just blew out so many comments in the chat. So you might want to repost or give me a super chat. I'll go right to you. Hey, Mr. Hughes. Hope all is well. This is Scott K. Thanks, Scott K. Yeah, it's all good, brother. It's all good. You know what? I'll put the this is what I'll do. We'll see how it goes. I will do this. I will do this. There you go. There you go. That's the link to be on camera. That's the link to be on camera. It's in the chat room. I still listen to the full shows. I'm addicted to them. Well, thank you, Gnarly Davidson. I appreciate it. That's that means you got to give me likes. What you got to know what that means, Gnarly? I'm not even joking. I'm literally not joking. And I will stick up for Anthony as well. We make no money off our archives that everybody's listening to on a regular basis online. So all that means is you just do something for the cause. Download an episode of my podcast, hit the like, view a video of mine, just do something. I would greatly appreciate that, okay? Because we got effed as far as owning our archives. If we owned our archives, oh my God, life would be very different. Oh Lord, LOL, Michael Bird. Well, I don't have to click on them, Michael. They'll pop up in my green room and then we'll see who's around. It's on delay, so I'm still waiting. We'll see. Rest in peace, Beavis. Beavis who? Not Mike Judd, right? Or Judge? Mike Judge? He's all right, right? All right. Who will take the link? I don't know. Sometimes I do this every once in a while and people pop on. What kind of show would you like to do if you went back into radio? Would you like to do what you did before with a new crew or maybe something else entirely? That's a very good question, Navazarian. I want my friends who are no longer walking this earth to, come back to life, and I would do a radio show with them tomorrow. But I also like the Tuesdays at Gephardt's concept. I like it a lot. It's still very, very green, but I like how it's just people I like being with and hanging with, and I like that we added a street cam. So we're starting to talk to the people on the street. I'm really enjoying doing that, and I think it has potential. But like I said, it's very, very green. We're just getting started with that. We've only done, I think, 8 of those. That's it. We've only done 8. But I cut them up into, individual episodes for my YouTube channel. See you next Tuesday. So, but there you go. Simple as that. There you go. This is a night of daylight saving things to do. All right. I listen to old O&A with Patrice at least 3 to 4 times a week. So therefore, likes and fivers for me. LOL. Thank you, Scott K. I'm not joking, man. If you're still enjoying the hell out of Opie and Anthony online, then you got to understand that me and Anthony get nothing for that. So I'm not holding out a hat, certainly, because that's a little too beggy. But I think it's safe to say that, you should like as much stuff as possible that I do and what Anthony does. And download some shit, listen, and watch some of our original stuff that we're both doing separately. All right? All right. Maybe I messed up the link because I know Jake Hudson would click that link in a second. I know he would. So maybe I messed it up. Ope's going to do a radio show with Ron as co-host. Ooh, I would like that. I would like that. I wonder if me and Ron could do a decent show together. I mean, every time he was on my show, he just crushed it. We would be pretty good together, I think. I don't know if he would go down that road, though, which is, more than fine. He's doing great with his daughter. They still have a show that's worth listening to, obviously. Just lean into KB and steer the ship of your resurrection. I can't do anything with KB on a regular basis. He hates everything. I don't know what the guy actually likes. It gets to a point when you hate everything. It gets kind of, I don't know, it kind of gets all lost. Has he ever admitted he should do a show on things he actually likes? That would be an amazing live stream. I would actually tune into that. What do you actually like, Ken? Kevin, sorry. Oh, Anthony's cat supposedly had to be put down. Damn, that sucks. Being a pet owner, that just sucks. What's up, Lonnie Jones? Thank you. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, man. Losing a pet that you had for a very long time that's no bueno, man. That sucks. That sucks that you and Ant get nothing. Yeah, it was a deal. It was a deal I was trying to get done with my agent who's no longer with us. He's also gone. The amount of people that are gone from the old O&A world, it's kind of crazy at this point. But I was trying to get less money at the time so we can own our archives, because I knew at that point they were already huge online when we were still doing original shows, but I just simply couldn't get that job done. And I think my agent, he liked having the money in his pocket because, he got 10% from me and he got 10% from Anthony. So to him, he's like, nah, man, I want the money now. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I saw the vision that the show would live on for many, many years online. And if we owned that, oh my God, that there was a time, I'll give you something. There was a time that let's just say a big radio company came to me. I actually had lunch with this guy, and he's like, "Are you interested in buying your archives, the Opie and Anthony archives?" I'm like, "I'm always interested in this. Yes, of course I am." The number he threw out at me, and this is the God's honest truth, was $2 million. He goes, "Well, for a mere $2 million, you could have all the Opie and Anthony stuff." $2 million. Even if I knocked him in half with negotiating, it would have been $1 million for the Opie and Anthony archives. That's the type of money they were talking about at the time. This goes back, I don't know, I would say at least 5-6 years, at least. My Lord. Who has all of the archives? Why don't you play old shows? Well, E-Rock had copies of every show I did since he came on board, and there was an understanding that he was certainly making copies for me that I would be able to have. And now that I'm an older gentleman, I would really like my archives, especially for my kids and whatnot. And because he works for Anthony and everything went bad, I guess he's not going to give me my copies. And he knows this to be true. Because every time we got in trouble, one of the first phone calls I would get was from him going, "I'd secured all the tapes and I got him out of the building." So he knows this to be true. What's up, 70 Sue? So you're looking at a guy. Well, you're not looking at me tonight. That I don't have copies of much from Opie and Anthony. How stupid is that? Jesus. What'd you say? Half of my YouTube feed is O&A and Ron and Fez. Rest in peace, Big Cat. Yeah, right on, man. Right on. Right on. Oh, Jake Hudson is out on a date tonight. Wow, really? All right. All right, then. Aaron Lee, Ope might be the most likable radio guy. Well, I try, Aaron Lee. I try. I just try to be a little better every day. So, trying to think what else is going on. There were no real good basketball games on tonight. And they're watching Elf. So I recently rewatched the video of you and Kenny waiting for Howie to walk by. So funny. Kenny's big dumb head. Kenny begged me. Well, Kenny begged me at the time, like, I wouldn't do that if I was you, GH. But we were taping Howard walking by that glass doors a bunch of times, and I only posted the best one. And then Kenny basically, to his credit, he had to deal with my nonsense, but he's like, I wouldn't post that if I was you. I was like, at this point, Kenny, who gives a crap? I can't run in fear from that company anymore. Who gives a crap? This is a great video. But to Kenny's credit, he absolutely did not want me to post it and said so. And I finally posted it like weeks after the fact, I believe. So, but yeah, it's a good one. It's one for the ages, that's for sure. That is for sure. What's up, Mike A? The reason for the O&A resurgence is because podcasts these days have become so boring. Joe Rogan. Yeah, they are boring. I think they're very, very boring in general. There's a few out there that are pretty good, but are you cool with Jim and Sam? They can't replace you and Anthony, not even close. I ain't cool with Jim and Sam, Jennifer. Hell no. I despise both of them. No, I'm not cool with Jim and Sam. Sorry. You're relatively new here. I'm sorry. Everybody else knows, though. Sorry, Jennifer. I'm not cool with those guys. God, no. They were handed what was left of the Opie and Anthony world, and they did nothing with it. They're barely surviving, and they certainly didn't grow the numbers. They've been just slowly deteriorating year after year after we handed them what was left of the O&A audience over there. Every Christmas, I listen to the old O&A Christmas episodes featuring Opie's favorite Christmas song from Sleeves. Well, all right, Sean. I like that. Professor Pooh. Oh, you hated everything and everyone, and it was kind of your shtick. KB is paying homage to you. Oh, is he? Okay, thanks. Thank you, Professor Pooh. How's the waterfall fix going? God, Andy, thanks for asking. It's still not fixed, and that happened in the summer. For the people that don't know, in the summer, we get the hell out of here for 3 months. I'm fortunate enough to have a house way out east on the beach. And I was coming in once a month to check on things and get bills and whatnot. And the last time I checked for the summer was August. And I was here like all night editing and doing stuff on my couch. And then the next morning I had coffee. I was editing and doing stuff on my couch. And I was waiting for something on my MacBook, waiting for something to upload or whatever. And I just casually looked at the ceiling to see like major water damage from not the apartment above me, but an apartment 3 floors above me. They were able to figure out where it came from. And it pretty much destroyed my living room. And for whatever reason, I did not notice. Until I casually looked up at the ceiling because I was bored. And, the guy doesn't want to use insurance companies, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? It's still not fixed. It's still not fixed. It's like date night here tonight. Couples and Tinder hookups everywhere. Oh, damn. At the Better Than Ezra show, Tommy. It all went to Rogan's head. Well, you got to give Rogan a break. The guy is the biggest thing. Joe Rogan is the biggest thing in media in the entire world. You know what I learned the other day? And if this is even like half accurate, it's unbelievable. So they had a list of like the top earning YouTubers. The amount of money some of these people are making on YouTube is absolutely insane. Oh my God. And one of those people is Joe Rogan. And they're estimating that Joe Rogan, but I think he's off YouTube now because of the Spotify deal, right? I'm not sure how that goes. But anyway, or maybe he's still on, but he has to do clips and not shows. I don't know how it works. I don't follow Rogan as much as I used to, but it was estimated that Joe Rogan makes $120 million off his YouTube channel alone. So yeah, it went to his head. This guy's bigger than Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, all put together. The amount of people he's talking to on a weekly basis is bigger than networks. It's bigger than the biggest Netflix show. It's bigger than anything that is out there. It's bigger than any movie you could go and watch. He's massive. Absolutely massive. Look it up, though. Rogan, how much? Here, I'll look it up. Because maybe what I saw was bullshit. How much money? I like being in the shadows like this. This is kind of fun. How much money does... maybe I messed up with the link because no one clicked on it. How much money does Joe Rogan make on YouTube? Well, see, now this one is saying he makes... wait. So, then maybe I read the wrong article because this one is saying that he makes about $6.5 million a year. Well, fuck, I would take 6.5. Well, this one's saying, all right, I don't know. It's all over the place. I saw 120 million, but now I'm seeing another article that says $6.5 million a year. Who knows? Oh, why do people dislike Howard Stern? He has some good guests. Howard knows how to talk. Hi, royalty. I think because he's a phony. I think the one thing you learn when you do radio or podcasting, and certainly I wasn't doing this in the beginning, and certainly I now do this way more, and certainly I work towards this every single time I turn this on, but you got to be yourself. And I think Howard was playing a character for a very, very long time, a character. And he always wanted to be accepted by Hollywood. That's why when, Hollywood accepted him, he went right for it. And then everyone's like, but you were the guy in your basement making fun of everybody. You were making fun of the establishment. He always wanted to be part of the establishment. And I think that pisses off a lot of people when he made that turn and started really showing his true self. I think this is his true self, what you're hearing now on the radio. Not the guy 10, 15 years ago that was just unstoppable. That wasn't the real guy. You're seeing the real guy now because he has nothing to lose. And I think that pissed off a lot of people because they're like, wait a minute. Wait. Who are you? Are you this guy or are you the guy from 15 years ago? So, is Tippy Tom still running around? Oh my God, Arizona Renaissance man. Geez, you must be new to the whole O&A world. He left us many, many years ago. We can list all the people that left us from the O&A show. Pat from Menaki. You got Patrice O'Neill. You got the Tippy Tom. The list goes on and on and on and on. I don't even, I just decided I don't want to do that list. That's just a creepy list to do. Rogan had an excellent interview with Dale Brisby yesterday. I'll take your word for it, Scott K. I tapped out of Rogan for the simple fact, in my podcast, when I see 3-hour podcasts and the person's doing 5 of them a week, I couldn't keep up. And there was a weird anxiety and panic that overtook me. And I'm like, I think I'm better off not listening to him. Jesus. Because one Rogan podcast, I could digest 4 or 5 others in that same amount of time. But I'm just one dumb guy because he's still crushing it. He still has a massive audience. So I listen to Opie and Anthony when I'm in the shower taking a ass, especially with Patrice O'Neill talking about life and women. Right on, honestly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Should we just start wrapping up? Oh my God. I just talked for an hour? What the hell is that about? All right. I'm going to start wrapping up. What's up? 70 Sue, you good? It's all on the Internet Archive site. You can go through day by day, month by month. Love it so much. Thank you, 70 Sue. As I sit here and beg for fucking coins, people are just loving the old Opie and Anthony show. It's a little bothersome. When you reflect back, do you get a sense of pride for what you had created and that you basically inspired, modern podcasting? Yeah, man, of course. Of course. It's a cool little thing. What's up, Mike B? Good to see you, brother, but I think we're going to start wrapping up. What's up, Jamie Lynn? How are you? Oh, you're having a girls' night, are you? Wow. All right. Can't wait to catch this. Well, I might do another one in the morning, actually, Jamie Lynn. We'll see. I'm so sorry, yo. It's all good, Jennifer. It's all good. Oh, did you get my post in the private Facebook group about the Brewer video? What was it, Andy? You're going to make me look? All right, I'm in the private Facebook group. 97 members, you sons of bitches. All we need is 3 to get back up to 100. I'm looking. Opie Radio. Opie, boy, do I have a request for you. Can you please? Oh, yeah. Okay, I did see this. Jeez. Can you please play this one on Monday's live stream? Thanks in advance. LOL. Opie and Anthony, Jim Brewer Scooter ad. Yes, I did see that, Andy. I will try to find that for Monday morning's live stream because I'm starting to add some clips to my my regular morning live stream. So, yeah, I'll put that on a list. So when I, get the kids up, I want to play some things while I'm getting them ready for school. So I'll put that on the list there, Andy. Yes, I did see that. Jamie Lynn in the house. You got that right, Michael. What's the over-under on how many times you watched Elf? 2 to 3 times a season. Son's 13. Movie came out in 2003. It's been out for 20 years. So before kids, I probably saw it once or twice a year. So that would be up to, if it was twice a year average, that would be 40 times, but it's definitely more than 40. I would put it at close to 50 times I've seen that movie. Or big chunks of it. We don't actually sit through the whole thing anymore, but we sit through big chunks of it. Couple times a year. Stephen Nass. Hey, great to see you do a late show. You should do it more often. Yeah, I don't know what to do because my people are like, you need to be on a schedule. It's very important this day and age. Everyone needs a schedule. Everyone needs to know you're going to be on at a certain time so they can count on that. But then when I move around the live streams, I talk to a whole bunch of new people. And I can promote stuff like my second podcast that I just started up called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Available now, wherever you get your podcasts. Hey, Ope, this live. Sachem, of course it is, brother. You should know that, no? You should know that. Daniel, the pendulum always swings back around. So I think, yes, there will be a resurgence in good quality radio or podcasting, or live streaming. Yes, I do believe that. Yes. The podcasting world is very watered down right now. I think live streaming is going to become king. I really do. Because I think people in general want to hear something that's live. Because you get the feeling like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. When you download a podcast, you already know, for the most part, okay, this is going to be relatively safe, but you don't know that when you're listening to a live stream. Yeah, Rogan admitted he learned a lot from doing the O&A show. I mean, that's, you're not speaking out of turn with that. 20K. What's 20K? Jennifer, no worries, Hope. I listened to you since K-Rock. I know at first that you despise Jim and Sam. I didn't know if anything changed since, but I understand why you still despise them. They suck. Sending good vibes your way. Thank you, Jennifer. They're backstabbing weasels is the reason. They did not come from good stock. They would push their own mothers into the Hudson River to get ahead. They stink. They stink. Do. All right. I think we're going to start wrapping up. Yeah, I don't see super chats, so that's okay. Super chats usually keep me going, but I mean, I did an hour, bro. Broette. Bro and broette. Do. All right. Should we let's end this, right? All the best, my friend. Right on, Michael. I'll probably see you Tuesday at Get Parts, all right? What movie traumatized you as a kid? Oh, for me, it was The Elephant Man. Probably. That's kind of a good question, Ross. I mean, the first Halloween movie with Jamie Lee Curtis was pretty brutal. But I would have to go, and it certainly dates me, but that's all right. I would have to go with Jaws. Jaws traumatized me. And I grew up on the water with my grandma having a house in Wading River. And it traumatized me. Everybody was scared to go in the fucking water. I remember even I know this sounds really stupid, but hear me out. When I was in high school and stuff, we did a lot of, I forgot what we actually called it, but we would jump in, people's pools, mostly of the people we knew. And it was like very risky. So we would sneak in their backyards. It would be somebody that we kind of knew, and we'd sneak in and try to get in their pool and hang out in their pools on a hot summer night or whatever. And we'd do pool hopping. And I remember even doing that, I was 16, 17, maybe 18, whatever. And I'd be in a pool in someone's backyard of a person we went to school with. Very risky. I remember being in the dark pool, no lights really on, and scared in the pool because of Jaws. This is the part where I say, hear me out. I wasn't thinking that there could possibly be a shark in the pool. Of course not, but because there were no lights at all, we're jumping a fence, sneaking into the pool, could barely see the hand in front of you. I was creeped out at other stuff that could have possibly been in that pool. And I think the fear absolutely came from Jaws. And then I got over that. And in the last 2 or 3 summers out on Long Island, we've had a lot of shark attacks. And we were never scared of sharks on Long Island, but enough of them happened where even hardcore people that I've known my whole life, they're like, we still know in the back of our head how rare that would be, but I don't know. It's that has creeped up into my brain in the last couple of summers. So oh geez, I just got a $5. Oh geez. Oh, who you got your money on for the big MLC roast battle next Tuesday? Chad Zumach or Ray DeVito? Well, I don't know who Ray DeVito is literally at all. I have heard the name, but I don't know anything about the stupid guy. It sounds like to me he's a punching bag for everybody. I think I know that much. So I mean, it's obvious that it would be Chad Zumach. Chad Zumach knows his way around a roast battle. Is there even a question that he would win over a Ray DeVito? But like I said, it's not fair because I don't know anything about Ray DeVito. I've just heard the name, and like I said, my quick thought on the guy is that he's just kind of a punching bag for the podcast wars of 2023. But thanks for your $5, Leo Gunn. My money's on the Chad Zumach. Chad's been very, very good to me over the last year or two. So, I support the Chad Zumach. I hope that's okay. I don't care if it's okay. I just, I do right by people that are right, do right by me. So, Greg Buell. Good night, Open Squad. I'll be at Get Parts on Thursday if anyone is around. Can't make Tuesday. Have to be in Hartford. Holy shit, Greg Buell. You're going to be in town? Greg, for real. It's Saturday night. I'm tired. I'm sort of going to forget this. Please let me know. I think I'm going to be in town. If I'm in town, at the very least, I'll go to Get Parts and have a beer with you. But maybe me and Matt could do a special Tuesdays at Get Parts on a Thursday if you're going to be in town. Because I would love to talk about robots with you and AI and all that. All right? But you got to remind me because I really am going to forget. Thank you. And have a safe trip to New York City. Sharks are 0-9-1. That ain't good. That ain't good. All right. Oh, shit. I just got another fiver. Fivers make me stay. Because I can't just take your $5 and go, thanks, I'm leaving. So now I feel obligated to stay a little bit. Thank you, Gnarly Davidson. Greatly appreciate your fiver and greatly appreciate seeing you more and more supporting my stuff. I have absolutely noticed you. Did you see Hamilton? No, I'm waiting for the all-white cast. Huh? I'm snorting. And people out there are like, oh my God, did he really say that? Well, if they make every classic movie and TV show where they change the whole cast into one color, then why can't we wish for the same thing? I want an all-white Hamilton cast. Is that too much to ask for? Waddle doodle. All right. Did I give Gnarly his $5 worth so I could leave now? Hopefully. Yeah, and down in Florida, the pools, they absolutely have alligators in them at night. So, but I mean, I was on Long Island. What could possibly be in there? Maybe a raccoon, maybe. But Florida, that's a real fear when you go into somebody's pool at night and it's really, really dark. There literally could be an alligator in there. Oh, right on, Sadist. This was fun. I like being in the shadows, just kind of chilling out, looking at the view like everybody else. Jennifer, good to see you. You're relatively new, I think. We noticed the new people. I hope you become a regular. We do it every morning and with daylight savings time. Unfortunately, because I like doing it with the sun coming up behind me, I think we're going to have to start really early, like 6 o'clock for a little while until that, that sun thing starts ticking along. Because eventually in another month or so, then the sunrise will be at 7 again. But because of daylight savings time, I think we're going to be looking at like a 6:20-ish sunrise. So Monday morning for the regulars, I'm going to be on even earlier. All right. And we'll move with the sun. As the sun, starts coming up a little later, then we'll move the live stream a little later. But at first, it's brutal because we got to start with the daylight savings time thing. Get it? So basically, if you're new, I live stream Monday through Friday as the sun's coming up. So just look on your stupid phone and see when the sun's coming up and go, oh, okay. And I'm usually on about 20 minutes before the sun actually pops up over the horizon. Weirdly, the first movie that scared me was The Changeling. I never saw that movie. A fiver. That's another 30 minutes. Hell no, man. It's $1 a minute at this point. I'll give you $1 a minute. $6.99 of CAs. I don't know what a CA is. You're not alone. I was terrified in freshwater lake in northern Ontario, 1,000 miles from the closest ocean after seeing Jaws. Right the F on. Right the F on, Nan Cram. I've seen you a few times, brother. I recognize you too, man. Waddle doodle, bone dry. Chris Hart, thank you. I like Phantom Hope. Yeah, I like it this way. I used to do my live streams without putting myself on camera. It's more relaxed and easy. Well, crap. Got here late. Have a good night. Oh, well, Bruce Keir the second. I will. I hope you have a good night. Well, my good night is going to be going to sleep. I'm tired, man. I am very tired. Michael Bergen Jr., Jennifer, join the private Facebook group. See, I'm plugging it. I see, Michael. We need 3 more people. We got to get to an even 100 again. Can you talk more about stories about Pete Maravich and your father? Thought it was great when you brought that up. Oh, DJ, XJ, XM. Well, the story goes, I went to the Pete Maravich basketball camp, and I was a massive fan of Pete Maravich. Oh, my God. I played a lot of basketball, and I try to style my game after Pete Maravich. Like I said, I tried, and I picked up a lot. And when I saw that he was going to be at Kutcher's in the Catskills doing a basketball camp, I begged my parents. We didn't have a lot of money, but we figured it out, and I went. And my dad went because my dad was in the basketball world big time when he was, a lot younger. He had to try out with the New York Knicks that he had to blow off because his first wife was dying of a kidney thing. He lost a very young wife, and at the time, the Knicks were looking to, get my dad on the team, but he needed to try out and all that. He was a standout in basketball, and then for whatever reason, he never really did anything with basketball after his first wife died. But he was that good. So anyway, he had some skills, and he would have played in like sort of like the Bob Cousy era, just so you understand what era we're talking about. Where there's more a lot of hook shots and set shots and playmaking. So my dad went to the basketball camp, and he befriended Pete Maravich's father, Press Maravich, and they were pen pals for a while. And when Pete Maravich had his devastating knee injury when he was playing he played for the Celtics with that stupid perm and a bad knee. So I guess it happened when he was on the Atlanta Hawks, I want to say. But Press Maravich wrote a whole letter about how devastated Pete was about this injury, and it was going to shorten his basketball career. And that was one of a few letters that Press wrote my dad. It was before email, obviously. And then when Pete died, my dad offered up those letters to the Basketball Hall of Fame. And I believe he sent them off because I don't have copies of them because my dad's no longer with me. And I certainly don't. I never found those letters when we were going through his stuff. But I do remember at the time he was, he said he was going to send them to the Hall of Fame. I wonder if they're there. I wonder if there's some way I could, obviously something like that might not be on display, but they must have archives somewhere where you could kind of look up some of this stuff. Oh, man. Jack James, 2 more minutes. $1 a minute? Look, $1 a minute, but if someone gives me $50 or something, there's no way I'm staying for another 50 minutes. I'm tired. But Jack James, thanks for your $1.99. Greatly appreciate it. Hell yeah. It might help with the sunrise streams. Oh, we can't see the sunrise. All right. How do I join it, Michael Bergen Jr.? The private Facebook group. How do they do it? Or how does Jennifer do it? We promoted this all night long, right? This is why promoting stuff sucks. We didn't even gain a new member. You go to my regular Facebook, Opie Radio fans. And then, I don't know. And then what does it do, Mike? I don't know. Doesn't it say join or subscribe or something under all my posts? Something like that. It's different every time I look on my phone. I always miss looking at the New York City skyline at night from Hoboken. A. Thompson. No, it's so funny. A. Thompson's onto something. The best views of New York City are actually the people that live. Oh, I can't move my camera right now. Live across the Hudson River in Jersey. They see there's people over there. I've been to apartments and stuff over the years, and in their living room they got a window, and the whole New York City skyline is their backdrop as they're watching TV. It's crazy how cool it is. Doggy, what are you doing? Oh, you got to go out. Doggy just came up to me. He's got to go out. All right, don't trip over my wires, Doggy. Guys, that's it. Doggy's got to go out. He found me in the dark. I would give you a super sticker, Ope, but I don't want to insult you. I'll take super stickers. That's not an insult. I'll take anything for the cause. I got some nice likes tonight, so thank you. Okay, Greg Buell knows. Go to the Opie Radio page and click on the support link. Greg, see, I didn't forget yet, but I will. You're going to be in town Thursday. I'm going to try to have a beer with you at Gephardt's on Thursday. All right? All right, but you got to remind me early in the week. Yeah, it is a fun group. Lots of laughs. Yeah, we have a good time in there. No drama whatsoever. There's no Opie versus Anthony. None of that crap. It's just a group of people, and we're all just cool. I think we've gotten rid of one or two people over the last couple of years. That's it. That had to go in there and just be dicks and spammy. But for the most part, everyone's just cool. We come from all sorts of walks of life. We got the liberals in there. We got the conservatives in there. But in some weird way, we all just get along. It is a very nice group. Love the story. Thank you for answering my question, Hope. Have a great night. Yeah, right on, DJ. And, you know, I'll say it again. I was like maybe 13 or 14, went to the Pete Maravich camp. I was so excited to be there. It was very special that I got to do something so special like that because being brought up very poor. So I made sure I got the most out of it. And I would get up before the sun and start shooting. I couldn't believe I was at this basketball camp. And there were other famous people there. I'm trying to remember everybody that was there. There were a lot. And Marv Albert was there one day. I mean, I'm dating myself by saying that. And then I'm just shooting on the courts one morning as the sun's coming up. I remember there was a crazy sun glare. I remember this like it was yesterday. And I remember it this way where I was the only person shooting. But maybe that's not true. Because out of the sun glare, as the sun was coming up, I see this figure walking onto the court. And to cut to the chase, it was Pete Maravich. And I was like, holy shit. And he looked at me. I had the ball. This is how I remember it. And I threw him the ball, and he shot, swish. Next thing you know, we're trading baskets, and he's giving me a couple pointers, and I'm out of my mind. You know what's so funny? If you could go back in time, imagine the story really is that it was me and like 80 kids on the basketball court. But I truly remember it this way. That was just me and Pete Maravich. And we shot for a while, and then he's like, all right, kid, come on, it's time for breakfast. And we walked off the court together. And then as we got closer to where breakfast was, he was getting mobbed. And then that was it. But we walked off together with no one else around. And that's how I remember it. And then, like I said, then it got mobbed or whatever. And then when I found out I was living in Rochester, New York, that he died at such an early age, I was literally devastated. And then it turned out his whole life he was living with one less artery to his heart. And experts say that if you have this condition where you literally have one less artery, most people don't make it till 18 years old. And he made it to like 41, 42, something like that. To think I'm older than Pete Maravich now is crazy to me. Leo Gunn, $5. Not sure if you've addressed this yet, but any thoughts on the Kevin Brennan, Matthew Perry drama that went viral last week? I mean, you know, Kevin got a bump up in all his shit. I did talk about it. I got a video. Maybe I'll post it on my YouTube channel. I do have a video. Someone wants to finally join me, but I'm going to go. Mr. Big Shot, I see you in the green room next time. I'll put the link in the chat room again. So next time, Mr. Big Shot, I'll look for you, but I want to go. I gotta walk the dog, and I gotta crash. Opie lies a lot. Give me one lie. Facebook user, Jesus Christ, what am I lying about? No, what's sad? Like, my honesty has got me in a lot of trouble over the years. A lot. I should have been. I was going to say stupid, but I should have been smart and lied. But I couldn't help myself. I was always speaking the truth. My truth. Someone's saying no to Mr. Big Shot. What's wrong with Mr. Big Shot, sadist? You seem to know the Mr. Big Shot. You have to try Mr. Big Shot. Who is Mr. Big Shot? I would, but I got to go. I really do got to walk the dog. If he would have popped in the room 20 minutes ago, I would have put him on. But I'll put the link in the chat soon, so maybe Mr. Big Shot could come on. I don't know who he is, though. And Pete took off his jersey and threw it at Opie and said, "Thanks, kid." Oh, my God. Can you imagine? I do have his autographs all over the place. I do have his autographs still. Maybe I'll show that on the live stream. All right. Yeah, give your dog some hugs. All right. I'm stalling. I got to go. He's a big shot. All right. Mr. Big Shot is a big shot. Okay. Fair enough. All right, guys. I got to go. Thanks, man. It's amazing how much trouble the truth is. 100 apostrophe. 100. I was stupid in that regard. I should have shut my mouth a lot. You got a whole floor to yourself? You know. I'll answer it this way. You know. $1.99. Opie shooting baskets with Pete Bird. Super sticker. Thank you, Colt C. Thank you very much. Robert Spawn. Already, I just got here. Well, I talked for an hour and a half, Robert. Talked for an hour and a half. Tremendous evening of college football. I'm going to try to be on tomorrow morning, guys. I got to go. I'm going to cry into my pillow because we missed Opie and Mr. Big Shot. All right, next time. I'll look for the Mr. Big Shot next time. Thank you, Chris. I will enjoy the rest of my night, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night.